this question. Okay, well, do we have to do an introduction first? Or who? Okay.
Do a key introduction, yes.
So we decided to do a question and answer video with my mother-in-law, Nabil's mom. So let's get started. Question number 1 is, what was your first impression of each other, and what did you say to Nabil afterwards? You go first.
Okay. My first impression was when I saw Maryam first time. I thought, Nabil, wow, good choice. Good choice. Yes.
Is that's the honest answer?
It is honest, 100%.
Did she say this?
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah.
I was actually scared when I first met her. I remember Nabil had 2 criteria that I needed to do, had to address, and that was I had bangs at the time, so he was pin your bangs and wear no makeup or less makeup. So when I walked in, I was so scared that I just sat there and I was like, I hope she likes me. But talking to her, she was so nice and so sweet. I think I walked out of the lunch thinking, okay, this is good.
Yeah.
This is fine. What's your favorite thing about each other?
Honestly, my favorite thing is just you are so always nice and bubbly, laughing. That's the best thing I really like about you. You don't just sit there and make faces. Yeah, I think this and that. Just I really like about that because I like happy faces.
That's exciting.
Yes.
For me, it's how you carry yourself. I think that you carry yourself so gracefully every time, no matter whether you're in the house or you're outside. And you're just a fashion inspiration.
Oh, thank you.
This is turning into an actual interview.
Yes.
What do you not like about me? Oh God.
Oh, really? You really wanted to hear?
You don't have to answer this one.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
just go ahead.
Yeah.
Just go ahead.
Yeah, I mean everybody likes something. They don't
What
like
is the
something.
one thing that you... Just one.
Just one thing? That you sound tired all the time.
I sound tired all the time?
Yeah, whenever I talk to you, Mom, I'm sick. I'm not feeling good.
I'll take it. My mom feels the same way. She's like, W, that's good. Either you're sick or you're tired.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, fine.
So, yeah.
Fine.
That is my honest answer.
अच्छा तो पहले वाले खराब थे.
No, those are all my honest answers.
Okay. What was the gas price when you moved to the US?
Oh, you really wanted to know? It was 69 cents per gallon.
I think for me it was $1.20.
Yes.
Back in 2002.
Yeah, back in 1984, it was 69 cents. Especially it was in Houston. Came in Houston, and Houston was the hub for the oil, so the prices were very cheap.
That's an interesting question to ask. Did you instill some habits in Nabil from a young age, like cooking, cleaning, and laundry, and why?
I mean, I did not instill anything in Nabil. It was natural to him. He was always been so caring, and he always liked to help me around the kitchen, and that's what I like about it. I never stopped him doing this because I know how, because in my in-laws, the guys are not supposed to work. So I never want my son to be that stubborn not to work with his wife. I want my son to help his wife all the time.
I appreciate it.
Yes, because my father used to do that. He was very helpful to my mother.
I mean, that's good mentality.
So I grew up with that kind of mentality. When I came to my in-laws, the guys are not allowed to do anything in the kitchen.
Well, I appreciate it. Naan or chawal? Which one do you prefer?
Oh, both. I wanted to stop those, but I can't.
I think for me it's chawal.
Yeah.
Except for last night. I don't know why I ate naan.
Exactly.
How do you feel about me as an influencer?
I mean, as long as you're not doing anything wrong, I mean, I'm okay with it. And
There you have
you're
it.
happy, Nabil is happy, I'm happy. But you should not cross the line.
What do you think? Okay, this is a question that I want to ask.
Mm-hmm.
What would you consider crossing a line?
Crossing a line it's a very thin line. Nabil has to explain it to you. And he knows where to stop you.
Is from what I understand, is it the line between being a model and an influencer?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
I agree
You
with
know
that
the
as well.
line, I mean, yeah, Nabil has to explain it to you. He knows because we have some
Okay,
family, yes.
Yeah, I completely agree with that too.
Boundaries, yeah. You have to set your boundaries first.
What's your favorite movie? English and Desi. Okay. What's your favorite movie? English and Desi.
I mean, in Desi movie, I really like the old movie. It's Umrao Janada. Rekha was in lead role in that one. I really love that movie. And for English movie, I like The Scarface.
I've seen
Al
either one of
Pacino is
those.
my favorite, yes.
Who cooks better? This is a question for me. Who cooks better, Nabil or Auntie?
Oh, yeah.
I think they both cook equally the same, but I would say Nabil because I've ate more of his cooking than I have Auntie's.
Yes.
No?
Okay.
That's okay.
Well, maybe you could ask me in a year. At that time, I would have ate everything.
Yes.
What advice would you give young women living with their in-laws and vice versa?
I mean, the only thing I can suggest them to be patient and love your in-laws like your parents. And for in-laws, I'm telling them, love your daughter-in-laws like your own daughter. It's a patient thing. I mean,
I think like women go in marriages thinking that their in-laws are their worst enemies
yes.
because they've just grown up hearing all these stories from like various people, how their marriages are a certain way. And I think when you're walking into a marriage thinking that already, your relationship is always going to be distant with your in-laws. So I think the reason my and Auntie's relationship the way it is because we're blunt with each other. We don't tiptoe around issues. We also we're happy all the time. Like we laugh at each other sometimes.
Yeah.
And I think having that relationship is much more important than being like, oh, your mom said this, I don't like it, or your mom said this, I don't like it. And that way you're only creating a bigger distance with your in-law as well as your husband, because quite frankly, nobody wants to hear things about their parents all the time.
That's right.
So going back to what Auntie said is being patient and being loving and treating that family as your own. And I think that goes a long way. How can a daughter-in-law deal with the in-laws constantly disrespecting her and her family?
Yeah, that's your answer.
No.
You have to answer this thing. Daughter-in-law dealing. I mean, we never criticize your family, so you know better than
Yeah.
I do.
How can a daughter-in-law deal with the in-laws constantly disrespecting her and her family? I think this is a question that varies across the board for everybody. It's not a general thing for everybody who deals with this. For me, I think that if in-laws are doing that, then you're probably in the wrong as well, in some sort of way. You shouldn't be putting a blame on just one party. There's always two sides to a story. And if you think that you're constantly dealing with disrespect and all of that, then you need to sit down and reevaluate the whole situation and figure out what's causing that, rather than feeling like a victim all the time.
Mm-hmm.
How do you make your mother-in-law happy like this?
Yes.
This is it.
Yes, and I love this.
Are you happy with Nabil's choice for a daughter-in-law?
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's why you are here, Maryam. Otherwise, you would not. I could say no to Nabil.
This is
Yes.
true.
Yes, and you know, Nabil.
Nabil's just sitting there. He's
Yeah.
like, yeah, she's right.
Yeah.
And that's a wrap. Okay, those were the last questions.